Hello YouTubers, Tross here, and I'm back playing some Minecraft 1.8. I did say I'd look at slime blocks, but I found something else that really caught my interest here. It's the new banners that have been added to Minecraft 1.8, and I'm going to be showing you how to make them, what you can do with them, and I got a few interesting banners here, and eventually I'm actually going to share this world so you can copy these banners that I've created and use them if you want. So right here, you see I have made a series of banners that actually spells out my name, and I got a little logo banner at the end. But let's show how these things are made, and come around here. Unfortunately, there does seem to be a little bug right now that if you have a lot of banners in an area, not all of them will render. Hopefully, I'll try to stay away from causing that bug as much as possible. But here's how you make a banner. It's kind of just like a sign. You put a stick at the bottom, and you have for wool. The wool can be any color, and the color of the wool determines the color of the banner. Using white wool gives you a white-based banner. And then you can add additional dyes to add patterns and designs onto the banners. Up to 6 designs can be overlaid across each other, and there's, I believe, 38 different designs, which I have all out here. There's also a really neat banner creator online. This is the URL for one of them. There's a few others, but this is one I used in designing most of the banners that you'll see here. As for the patterns you can add to the banners, let's go through them now quickly. The banners can be placed anywhere in the design. It's the dyes that matter. It doesn't, you can have the banner here or here or here. It's the pattern that the dyes are in that actually matters. So if you have 2 dyes at the bottom, 1 and then 1, you'll get a gradient. All of these I have based off of a white banner and black dye, but you can use any color dye. It has to be all the same color. So you get a gradient like that. If you flip it around, you get the gradient in the opposite direction. The next series is all top and bottom ones. So if you fill the whole top half like that, you'll get a half covered, or maybe slightly more than half covered banner. If you only put one line, it covers approximately the top third. Similar for the bottom, this does about half. This does about 1/3. And then you can do the same thing on the left and rights. This will do half on the right, 1/3 on the right, half on the left, 1/3 on the left. You can also do kind of diagonals, so 3 in any corner will make a diagonal. So that's the bottom right, bottom left, top right, and top left. Next, putting 1 in each corner will give you a little spot there, 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 or there. I'm now going to walk backwards to attempt to not trigger the banner issue, because there's a lot of banners behind me. Alright. You can do lines here. Or you can do a stripe down the center to get a stripe down the center. Or horizontally. We'll give you one horizontally. You can combine them, and you get this plus shape. And one thing to note is this is basically a pixel thinner than this. So if you do this in, let's say, red, and then this in blue, this would be blue with a little edge of red sticking out just above and below the horizontal blue. You can actually do both of these and then this and achieve basically an outline in a separate color right around this center. Similarly, you can do diagonals like this. So a diagonal like that or a diagonal like that will give you those respective diagonals, and you can do them both at the same time. And again, this is like 1 pixel thinner, and you can get an outline effect. Next, you can do a triangle at the top or the bottom. Apparently, you can't do the left or right. That won't work, but there's other ways to get the left and right colored, as long as you're also doing the top or bottom. So that results in these triangles. You can do 4 and you'll get a diamond right in the center. 1 in the center will just give you a dot. And then finally, well, maybe not finally, but if you do kind of a upside down wedge, basically the opposite of these triangles at the bottom, you'll get this little wavy border, and that works on the bottom or at the top. Next, and we got some things that kind of cover the whole banner. So if you do like 2 little lines, you'll get a striped pattern. And if you do the whole outside, you get like a frame or a different color along the edge. The final patterns here don't use, well, if you want to make them black, they don't use any ink. They use a particular item. If you do want to color it, though, you can put any color ink that you want in them. And here you see vines, and that gives you this kind of wavy border. Using a stone brick will give you a brick pattern. And again, like I said, if you want red bricks, you just put red dye and the stone brick at the same time. It doesn't matter where they are. You'll get a brick pattern. A wither skull will give you a skull and crossbones pattern. So this is a little hard to come by. You have to go into the nether to get some wither skeletons. A creeper skull will give you a creeper face. Now, these used to be impossible to get. They're now pretty much still impossible to get. What you need to do, if you have a lightning charged creeper, and you have a charged creeper that's a creeper that's been struck by lightning, they get this big blue glowing aura around them. And if you get them to explode another creeper, that other creeper will drop its head. And that's how you get a creeper's head. You can also have the charged creeper explode a skeleton, you'll get a skeleton's head. Or a zombie, you'll get a zombie's head. But as far as I know, only creeper heads work. And they give you this creeper face pattern. But you can use the skeleton heads and zombie heads as decoration. But you only get 1 per charged creeper. In one of the betas, you could, collect a whole bunch of mobs and then have the charged creeper blow them all up, and you get a head for each. But apparently that was been changed, and you'll only get 1 head per charged creeper explosion. There's just 2 more patterns. With an oxeye daisy, you'll get this, daisy or sun-like pattern. And again, putting a colored dye in with this will color that pattern whatever you want. You put a red dye, you'll get a red. Yellow, you get yellow, etc., etc. And finally, an enchanted apple. And this is the strongly enchanted apple, the one that needs gold blocks, not gold ingots. Will give you a Mojang apple-ish logo. So that's how to make banners. And again, you can layer up to 6 of these patterns by just doing one pattern, applying it, doing a different one, applying it. And if you make a mistake, you can use a cauldron to wash off the last applied pattern. So that's how to make banners. So, as you saw, I made my name, and actually, I made a whole alphabet. Someone else has attempted it as well. There's a subreddit with all different patterns. I kind of made my own. A lot of the letters came out similar. Some of them are different. So I have all the letters here. This is A. This is my B. It's hard to make a B. C. D is also hard. E, F, G, H, I. And then there's J, K, L, M, N, M up to here. You see it is there. it's not rendering. If I stand here for maybe a minute, they will start rendering in. Again, I said there is an issue if there's a lot of flags. Z, Y, X, W, V. V is hard as well. This is my best attempt at V, U, etc., etc., etc. I got all the letters here. I have all the numbers. We just have to wait for them to... Here's all the numbers. Here they are. I have them all here. I put in my name here and the logo. I have some additional other letters that someone alternate designs for some of the letters that may look better or not, depending on how you think. If I wait here a minute, maybe they'll come in. Again, if I logged out and logged back, maybe they'll show up. But with all the letters of the alphabet, I have a whole bunch of other flags. And well, you may be asking what these all are. These are flags of most of the countries of the world, rendered as best as I could using the patterns available in Minecraft. So next to the A is all the A countries, and some of them are decent. This is probably not that great. This is supposed to be Australia, but it's hard to make the little stars, and making the Union flag in the top corner is also additionally very hard. So that's the best as I could do. Speaking of the Union flag, here it is. This is what I mentioned before. I have white single horizontal stripe, white single vertical stripe, and then a red stripe on top of it. So this is actually a pretty good representation of the Union flag. You got the United States flag here, a whole bunch of countries that I can't even remember anymore. Some countries, like, I don't remember what this was supposed to be, but there was some yellow symbol up in the white here, and the best way I could do that is by putting the little yellow on the edge there. I think I have all the countries. I think I've done a decent job of a lot of them. Some of them could be improved a bit. If, you know, take a look, see if I've did your country's flag decently. If not, see if you can do it better. I did my best. This Brazil looks pretty good. You don't have the little white whatever it is on the circle, but hey, that's pretty good. Under N, like here, this is Norway. That's pretty good. We got Sweden and Switzerland. They're decent. Switzerland is actually should be a vertical and the horizontal should be the same size, but hey, that's about as good as I could get. You know, take a look. See if you can name all the countries. See if I did a good job. See if you can make a better flag. Some of them, like I said, were difficult. Qatar. That white is supposed to be a little down further, and they have a zigzag. That's kind of like the best I could get. Nepal. Your flag's not square. It's supposed to be actually two little triangles underneath each other, and both they're red in the center, they have a white border, and then there's some stars or some other little white-ish things, and the best I could do is this white square. I hope I did a good job for everybody. I hope no one's offended. I think I did decently, or at least as good as you could do. And these are all coming in now, so you can see the letters now, and it's been looking this way for a while. So see if you can name all the countries. See if you can make a better version of some of these. If I didn't do that great of a job. Maybe I'll collect up some changes and fixes and release another version of this. But besides all the countries of the world, I made a bunch of other flags that are Minecraft related. And yeah, they're not showing up right now either. So here's my shovel flags. So this is a wooden shovel. We got a stone shovel, a gold shovel, an iron shovel, a diamond shovel. I did axes and picks and etc. etc. I'll show them hopefully in a minute or two when they start showing up. We got some armor here. So we got a leather helmet, a gold helmet, a chain helmet, an iron helmet, a diamond helmet, and of course I've done chest plates and leggings, etc. etc. Over here I have representations of all the different, well, maybe not all the mobs, a lot of mobs. Oh, here they starting to come in. Please come in more. So Creeper is like the iconic mob. Oh, there we go, a little bit of lag, but so we got a darker Creeper, a lighter Creeper. This is kind of a, well, it's lighter with a fade on it, and then like some spots. I tried to make a face that was, you know, because they're various shades of green all speckled, so I tried to make a speckled green Creeper here. Of course, we have the no Creeper, and this is sort of another attempt at a speckled one using the brick pattern. Not really the biggest fan of this one, but it's thought I'd just include it. It's supposed to be a zombie face, a skeleton face. It's obviously a spider from the top view. It's supposed to be a jumping slime. Two versions of a bat. I didn't actually design this one. I found this on the subreddit for Minecraft banners. A few of these are from that subreddit. Here we got some Enderman eyes, or faces. It's Enderman, another one, different one, another different one. Got a witch over here. This is slightly modified from one that I found on the Reddit, or subreddit. Next we have some nether. This is obviously a ghast. We got supposed to be a zombie pigman here. You know, pink face with the bone showing through or something. This is one attempt at a, why can't I think of his name? A blaze. There's another one. This is an attempt at a magma cube, and another one. This one has eyes. And this is a nether skeleton, obviously. Here we have some attempts at villagers, different eyebrows, and of course we have a iron golem here. Here we have some passive mobs. A squid, supposed to be a sheep face, pig face, a cow, and a mushroom. Couldn't come up with a good bunny or a dog. If you guys can come up with one, I'll add it. So let's see here. Back now that these are in, we got our shovels. These are obviously axes, and these are picks. A little hard to make a curved pick, so I had to do a kind of a straight one. These are obviously hoes. These are swords, as the icon, you know, is sort of, with the hilt at the bottom made out of a stick, and then the material. These are nice looking swords. These are a slightly modified version, again, of something I saw on the Minecraft forums. And they're not really in the game, but hammers were really kind of easy to design, and so I did that as well. So I don't turn around and get all those flags in and maybe unload some of these. So these were the helmets. We've got the chest plates here, the leggings, boots, And then I've got a bow and sort of an arrow, and another bow and another sort of an arrow. These aren't that great. And I have a whole bunch of items, actually. We got some flint and steel, some fishing rod, shears. You can actually see the brown and the silver iron of the shears. It's supposed to be a clock. You can see the day and the night as it spins around. You got a compass, a lead, kind of looks like a P, but you got a bowl here, obviously filled with some soup. Another portal. I really like how the inner design here came out. Piston pushing grass. This is one that I saw on the subreddit there. A torch. You can see in the darkness of the bright torch, yellowish, whitish top. Here's a different version on brick. Flower, specifically an oxide daisy, either with a green stem or a brown stem. Some redstone torches here. Pumpkins, maybe 2 different versions here. Jack-o'-lanterns just lit up. Melon and potion, both of these are also from the subreddit. Look really good. And then I have some just general flags. We got, this is supposed to be sort of a rainbow. We got a different version back here. Believe it or not, this is supposed to be a Xbox controller, the color of the buttons on the Xbox controller, and this is for a PlayStation 3. Again, similar colored buttons that the layout the PlayStation 3 has. 2 different kind of parrot flags here. And here we actually have some older flags. These are the flags that were actually sort of combined to make the Union Jack flag. And then we got this kind of a rising sun flag. Believe it or not, actually in the list of flags, the old Soviet Union flag wasn't in the list I was following, so there's no hammer or sickle type thing. I made kind of this up. Maybe you could do one with the notch apple. That may look a little more like it. And then this is kind of a U.S. Confederate flag. And then finally, I got some card flags, hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades, and chess piece flags. Most of these are also all off the subreddit. And a no smoking flag because it didn't really fit anywhere else. All these flags here I have out on display, and they're in a chest with a whole bunch of copies. This is just a little thing to keep it daylight, but yeah, you can see all the different flags around here. These are all the item flags, and then, or I should say, this is the armor and tool flags, and these are the item flags. Got all the letters here, all the mobs over here, and then each row of letter country flags has the flags in it. So that's everything you need to know about Minecraft banners, and there'll be a link in the description for this map. And you know, if you've come up with some really good flags or better country flags, I'll update the map and just, you know, send in a link, you know, in a comment or something. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time with some more useful Minecraft things. See you later. Thanks for watching.